So if you get an order from Fidelity and you get an order from Robinhood and you're paying for the Robinhood order flow, is that customer getting, is the Robinhood customer getting as good a price as the Fidelity customer?
What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Buster coming at you with another video. And anybody that follows my channel knows that I'm not just one of these ones that follows the news day to day. I love the news, but I'm always forward looking, trying to see, like a chess player, what their next move's going to be. And I've told y'all now for about a month to 6 weeks that they were in the works to get rid of payment for order flow, that it was over with and done, that you might as well get your best black suit ready because you're going to the payment for order flow funeral very, very soon. And I say that with 100% confidence because I can see the writing on the wall, all right? And you can see the writing right here on your computer screen when you're looking at this diagram I've got set up. I want you to take a look at all the players on this sheet. TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Robinhood, and Webull. What do they all have in common? They're in the red box. They are payment for order flow brokers. Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and I can go on with the list. That's just all I wanted to talk about tonight. They're in a blue box. What does that mean? They are not payment for order flow. All right? Now, looking at it in this context, that you have a payment for order flow broker that sends you their order flow, and you got a non-payment for order flow broker who sends you their order flow, whose order gets filled first, was what Representative Sherman was trying to get down to the bottom of. Because the answer's obvious, people. Fidelity and Charles Schwab give their order flow to Ken Griffin for a reason. They want to get their orders executed first. Because whoever's order flow fills first, the price has the option of moving up or down against you. So you want to be first. Remember this chart when I taught y'all about payment for order flow? And that you had to understand that it's all about who can get there first. All right. And in the old days, they would run it through the telephone lines and get it. It's the Flash Boys story. I've told y'all the story. It's a great story. But it's a race to who can get to the New York Stock Exchange first with their order so that they can get it filled and the price doesn't move against them. Number two, the price could move. Definitely number three, the order flow matters in the execution of them. And why would Fidelity and Charles Schwab send their order flow to Ken Griffin? For free? So that they can be first. That's what it's all about. That's what it's always ever been about. From the day of the son bitches on the horses, who had the fastest horse that could get the orders there. And then it became the telegram line, then the telephone line, then the fiber optic and computers. And Ken Griffin figured out and talked to the people at Harvard and got a damn satellite put on the roof of his building. And he got his order flow there first. He beat the big dogs. All right? He took out TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Fidelity, Schwab. He was beating all of them. And he was making a ton of money doing it. And his hedge fund, when he started his hedge fund, this is how he was outrunning the brokers. All right? Now, and then he created Robinhood. He didn't create it. Y'all know what I mean. They work together. Robinhood is a payment for order flow. And that's what got everything started. We all went to commission-free brokers like Robinhood and Webull and Fidelity, Charles Schwab and E-Trade and TD Ameritrade. They were losing money. So eventually TD Ameritrade caved in and they said, piss on it. We'll take it payment for order flow and sell you our order flow for a price so that we can get our orders there first. And that's how E-Trade got on board. TD Ameritrade, realizing that by the time they got their orders filled, the price was moving on them, they decided, hey, piss on it. We might as well join in the game, and they became a payment for order flow company. All right? It's all about who can get to that exchange first. And payment for order flow went first because Ken Griffin is sitting between the brokers and the exchange with his servers, so he's the top dog. Now, here we come with the death of payment for order flow. It's dealing with this blue box, okay? Fidelity and Charles Schwab give their order flow to the market makers for free, and they continue to charge commissions. I think that's pretty shitty, but their orders are guaranteed to go before payment for order flow brokers now because they're giving the order flow to Ken Griffin and the other market makers. It wasn't long when Fidelity started giving their order flow to the market makers that Charles Schwab didn't follow and so forth. And now you got a list of brokers who are not payment for order flow, but they give their order flow to Ken Griffin and the market makers. Now, think about the two boxes. You got now the payment for order flow people. They are second in line. And if they want to become first in line, there's going to be only one way to do it. They're going to have to agree to give their order flow to Ken Griffin. Just like Fidelity, just like Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade will decide, hey, you know what? It's better just to give it to them if we're in charge of commission. And then it'll be Morgan Stanley and E-Trade who decide, you know what? We're second in line to all the other brokers now, and we might as well give the order to the market makers so that we can get the order flow filled first, and we will just go ahead and do what? Charge a commission, and so forth and so on. And then they're going to come down with this major decision from heaven that says payment for order flow is evil and we're doing away with it. But is that helpful? No. Why? But they're now giving the order flow to Ken Griffin and the market makers. That's not going to change. All they're going to change is they're going to tell Ken Griffin he can't pay for the order flows anymore, and he's going to say, I don't give a damn. They give it to me anyway. Ain't that the craziest shit you ever seen? So, when I say that the death of payment for order flow is coming, Ken Griffin has executed his next move where the brokers are now going to have to bow down and give him the order flow, therefore not needing payment for order flow anymore. Some of your politicians are going to sound like they're so on board with retail by doing away with payment for order flow. But the question is going to be, are they giving it to them anyway and charging us commission? That's some nasty shit Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and the rest of them are pulling off. To give the order flow and charge a commission? Jesus Christ. With that, I hope this helps somebody. Be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.